To be with you all today. Again, we're just so excited and thrilled to be able to have the sign language table for this past year. A lot has been happening over this past year. So last year we showed some statistics, some maps and various charts related to translation. We explained kind of the tiers, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, related specifically to sign languages. So now I'd like to show you some progress. Related to tier 1, we had already celebrated the ASLV. This is something that you all are already aware of, the full Bible in American Sign Language. But now we've added several new starts and several new developing languages. So we have 2 languages that have started in their preparation to begin translation work. Before they had no plans in place, and now we see great progress there, and we're so excited about that. And I apologize, you might not be able to see, you have to get your binoculars out to see that small little bar on the left side. There, we have 1 sign language in tier 2 that's met the New Testament goal recently. And that is really an amazing accomplishment. That's a wonderful team. That team is from Japan. And there are 2 members from that team who are here from the Visual Bible VB, and I'd like them to stand, please. Matsumoto and Mia. The 2 of them are not done in translating. They are going to continue and keep on to see a full Bible in Japanese Sign Language. So please be in prayer for their team as they continue on in that work. But not only that, we've seen more progress in languages that have not yet started now beginning their translations and are now in progress, and that's such an exciting development. Also, yesterday I found out, it's not actually in the slide deck, but there's 1 translation team that's finished 25 chapters that was in the tier 3 group. Last year, we didn't have any progress in any of those tier 3 languages. None of them had any progress. And yesterday, I found out any completions, and yesterday I found out that Estonia has achieved that mark. And that is so thrilling to see God's movement continue in that. God continues to move and we see translations grow and become, see more and more completions. And so just to see God's work and see how God's word is impacting communities is so exciting. Okay, now the next topic, just to talk about this concept of interlocked, we wanted to show you 1 example of a sign language translation. 1 translation team that doesn't just have a few partners. Maybe you might be curious, how many partners are typically in a translation team? Is it just 1 group or is it many groups? So we selected 1 as an example here so you can see the community involvement. So we selected the translation team connected to Tanzania. This is the sign for that group. Their name is BLOT. The translation team there, and they partner with the ADMA, Africa Deaf Mission Alliance, with SIL's Global Sign Languages team, with Deaf Bible Society. They have 9 local churches that are also involved in this effort, 9 deaf churches and 5 deaf schools. And the Tanzanian Association for the Deaf is also involved. And there's a college of education that's also supporting the work. We have Wycliffe USA, DOOR, Deaf Missions, and Pioneer Bible Translators. Wow, just to see that list so many partners that are involved in one translation team's work. That's representative of just one translation team and one translation that's in progress. So I was blown away by that. I think about my translation team. How many partners do we have? 4. But I see this, and I see what's happening in Tanzania, and you just see this list of so many organizations who are involved. And you see how much the translation team is collaborating and partnering in so many contexts. And really, that's so good to see. It's such an opportunity to see collaboration, to see partnership, not just depending on 1 or 2 or 3 organizations. Also, I just want to mention that Joseph Sensor, who is the leader of BLOT, this group, unfortunately, he couldn't be here because he had some issues obtaining a US visa. And he was very disappointed to not be able to come, but he's able to be on Zoom. So he's actually watching this on Zoom right now. And so we just want to thank him for the opportunity, thank you here for the opportunity that he could join on Zoom, and thank him for his work. Okay, now I want to direct the attention specifically to the 5.5 table, and we've decided to implement some strategic changes for this next year. We decided to make some adjustments to the work groups that sit under the 5.5 table. Previously, there were 6 work groups. And as we thought about it and analyzed what was happening and thought about making some changes, we thought it was just spread too thinly. We wanted to see 3 focused groups. I am so sorry for the interpreter that I sign this quickly and then there's all this information that he has to catch up on. But these 3 work groups, and the reason we sign it this way is we don't want the work groups to be under the coordinating group in the center. We want to all be at the same level working together so that there's communication and camaraderie and all of that is happening at one level. So we've changed the sign for that structure to what I've shown here. And so we have a data and research work group, a field strategy work group, and a group that's working on training and technology. So we felt that bringing training and technology together really seemed to make sense. And so with those changes, we really feel that'll help us to coordinate the work together. Before, when there were 6, some of us just felt like it was too much. We were all working, there was overlap between the groups, and really we felt like this would really help coordinate everything into those 3 working groups together. And that connects to what we're looking at doing for 2033. So, and really our vision and our plan for what we want to see over the next year is 4-fold. Our hope is to improve the sign language list data, really to see better information and to do more research to gather that information. So we discussed with E10 and the steering committee recently, and we gave some background on some of that information and ways that we could improve that. Secondly, access to current and potential all access goal capacity, just to see where that capacity is. Work to accelerate active and future sign language projects, and then to see even more interaction between deaf and hearing in various contexts. So I want to let you all know that we're in process of planning deaf culture training for hearing people, anybody who's interested in it, potentially January, February, March, so be on the ear out for it, okay? Not the eye out for it, be on the ear out for it. Not for us, with us. We want to work together, all of us. Please don't do this work for us. We want you to work with us. I just want to emphasize that we are not gatekeepers. No, Dal mentioned before, in terms of strategic planning and discussions, you can't be in control of these projects. And that's not what we want. We want to see coordination. We want to see planning together. We want to see strategy and good communication and see that communication back and forth. And some of you might mention, well, we feel like the DEF might be trying to control these things. So, please, we're not trying to control everything. Please don't think that. Throw that idea out, please, okay? But we want to partner and collaborate together. So please, we love you all. You need me, and I need you. We need each other. We can't do this ourselves. We need all of you. We love you. So please remember, we need you and you need us. Partnership together. As we plan and think and strategize, your part interlaces with our part, and we work together. For who? For our King, for him, working together. So let's all be in this together. So as we experience good communication and transparency, that will happen. So it's my pleasure now to welcome Todd Peterson to the stage. Thank you.